time is now on everything.
Hello everyone, this is Torian Wallace coming at you live once again. It has been a while since I've created a video, but it feels good to create one. Around about last year, around about August or September, I began to get kind of overwhelmed by the social networks and Twitter and Facebook. So I actually turned my Facebook off, I turned my Twitter off so that I could get with myself and decide on what path I wanted to take with this internet marketing thing. And what I realized is that I wanted to stay in my own lane. You see, a long time ago when I started to research internet marketing, I found some ad in a newspaper and it referred me to another book which I read about internet marketing. What attracted me was the fact that you could make money in your sleep. That is what attracted me to the internet. Not taking calls in the middle of the night, 12 o'clock, with people telling you their problems. There's nothing wrong with that, and there's nothing wrong with doing that. The thing is that what attracts me to the internet is the power of duplication and the ability to duplicate yourself and make money at the same time so that you can spend more time with your children, your family, and more time just living your life. So with that being said, sometimes you have to take yourself back and actually make sure that you're staying in your own lane. There's a lot, tons and tons, millions, billions of different ways to make money on the internet. But you have to decide which path is best for you. And until you can decide that, sometimes you get fog and you get off the path and you go back and you go forward. But at some point you will realize what is best for you. And I hope that this message is reaching you at a time that you are in good health and that you are still on your path to success. Okay, with that being said, I just wanted to show you some things that are changing about the internet. Something that I noticed was changing when I started to think about me getting on my own path and staying on my own path. I kind of got clarity. And when you get clarity, it's just so important to get clarity. But what I started to notice was that I was on my phone and my friends were on their phones more often than they were on their computer. It got me to thinking, what about these apps? You hear about apps all the time. This app does this app. Everybody has an app. First of all, everybody has a cell phone. Everybody has a mobile phone. Your children now have mobile phone. And everybody is interested in apps. People spend 24 hours a day on apps. So, with that being said, I started to pull up some numbers on the Android Marketplace. Back then it was called the Android Marketplace. Now it's called, of course, Google Play. I'm not sure why they changed the name. I like the Android Marketplace, but I'm not Google. But what I did was I started on my phone to pull up some of the numbers on. So I just want to kind of show you my path. I started to see some of the numbers of downloads for some of the apps that were in the Android Marketplace. And right now, I only create apps for the Android Marketplace. I look forward to moving into the iPhone Marketplace very soon because it's very lucrative as well. But I just wanted to show you some of the numbers on some of these apps. One is Draw Something Free, which is a fairly new app. It's a game. It's kind of like Pictionary, where someone will draw you a picture and you guess the actual word. Okay? Fun game. The thing is that when I look at these numbers, if you look down here, if you don't have an Android phone, you can go to play.google.com and you can look at these numbers for yourself. This app alone, if you notice right here, if you notice it was down, then it went up, but it's been downloaded between 10 million and 50 million times. Okay? So if I take my phone right now and I pull up my calculator, okay? So if this app has been downloaded, this is just one app. They're just showing the stats for one app. And right now, okay, so it was updated March the 9th. Like I said, it's a fairly new app, so it hasn't been out there long. But it's been downloaded between 10 million and 50 million times. So let's go on the low end and just kind of look at some of these numbers. So 10 million downloads. So let's say that you only convert 1% of individuals on 10 million downloads. So that is, if we times 1%, let's do times 1%, that is 100,000 people. Now, that's 100,000 people, okay? So 100,000 people, if we were to sell them a $20 product, a $20 product times 100,000 people, that's $2 million. $2 million. And people like the that own, like, Draw Something Free. If you've ever heard of the app Words with Friends or Angry Birds, which is Zynga, they've been trying to purchase Draw Something Free or OMG Pop because it's so lucrative. $2 million just for converting 1% of the people, and that could be monthly. I'm going to show you something else that shows that there are 350,000 people that are downloading apps every single day. That are activating phones in the Android marketplace with Google Play every single day. This is a global thing. 350,000 people are activating phones every single day. Okay? So that's just one example. Draw Something. Okay? I have another example here for Temple Run. This is a fun game. Another game. Okay? Now, me, myself, I don't create games. I haven't gotten into that yet, but I want to start you off here and then kind of bring you down to earth, okay? Because all you have to do is get a percentage of this, a percentage, okay? So this is Temple Run. It's been downloaded between 1 million and 5 million times. So even if we're talking about 500,000 a month off of one app, it is amazing. If you are ignoring the mobile marketplace, if you're ignoring iPads and the fact that people are turning to these things more often than the internet right now, you are going to be soon losing. You got to pay attention to this. Okay, I just want to show you some news articles that I just found staggering. One was when I was talking about Android's latest number, 350,000 devices activated daily. 3 billion app installs. 3 billion. 3 billion app installs. In fact, 3 billion iPad apps installed. So the mobile marketplace, the mobile, whatever you want to call it, is on the move. And the thing is that it's in the beginning stages. But let me just take you back here. And like I said, I was going to just bring you down to earth as far as, because, you know, not the Android, but Temple Run and Draw Something, they're getting a lot of exposure right now. Tons and tons and tons of exposure. But I just want to show you an app of something that may not be as popular. And look at some of their stats, okay? This is something called iFunny. I've never heard of it. I just pulled it up. Just something that I was looking up. This type of information has kept me up sleepless nights, getting up at 3 o'clock in the morning with different ideas and things that you can do, apps that you can create for the Android marketplace as well as for iPhones, okay? Which is iTunes. Okay, this is just, you know, this is just one app. It looks like it was updated February, but it's been downloaded between 1 million and 5 million times. And guess what? The only thing that this app does is it shows you funny pictures. That's all it does. Funny pictures. That's all it does. It has been downloaded between 1 million and 5 million times. Now, if you was to convert 1% of that, what would it be like? $12? I mean, that's a lot of money. Okay? So, I just wanted to create this video, put this on your mind, and at the same time, introduce to you my technique for creating apps. Okay? One more news article I want to show you before I do that is that Apple is on its way to become the first $1 trillion company. The first $1 trillion company. And why is that so? Well, first of all, the iPad is the highest selling mobile phone. I'm sorry, the iPhone is the highest selling mobile phone, and the iPad is the highest selling tablet right now. So those two things alone is making Apple right now. Their stock is trading at $600 a share. So you have to pay attention to these things. Now, I've been doing this since about October of last year, and it's keeping me definitely fed, okay? But what I've noticed is that I've read a lot of different ebooks and a lot of different trainings, and I've never seen the way that I'm going to show you how to create apps. Because I've seen things where they say you make $24 a week. That's nothing. $24 a week on one app, that's nothing, okay? But I've read every single ebook, every single training, every single seminar. I've read it all because this is my industry. I've read it all, and I've never, ever, ever seen someone train it the way that I will show you how to make money with apps. And when I tell you this is the best way, simply because I've read everything else. So with that being said, this is just the introduction app. The introduction to creating apps. Now, the next video that I'm going to put up is going to be first things first. I'm a real direct person. So when the next video is going to show you first things first, what you need to do today, starting today, to start creating apps for yourself. If you don't see that this is a profitable market, now it's not for everybody. If you are the type of person that it's difficult for you to do anything on the internet, basically the only thing that you do is look at email, and it's not going to work, okay? You have to have some type of if you don't know a lot about maybe how to create a small website or what hosting is, if you've never heard of Aweber and things like that, it may be difficult for you. So you're going to have, I like the event that you have is more hard than talent. You definitely have to have hard if you don't have the talent, okay? If you don't have either, I'm not looking for you. And I'm going to be very honest. Right now, I'm looking for about 10 people that I can work with one-on-one to start you on this path of creating apps, put some money in your pocket as fast as possible, okay? Now, I'm only going to work with a certain amount of people. I will be interviewing you. I will be asking you some questions to make sure that what you're trying to do, that you have the time and that it's a proper fit. Because this is a very serious business. This is some very serious money. So I only want to work with people that are very, very serious. Okay, my website, you can go to my blog, is blog.mobilemailboxmoney.com. Also working on the actual full training for you that you'll have the opportunity to go through, and that'll be at mobilemailboxmoney.com. If you have any questions, of course, you can hit me up on Facebook. You can hit me on Twitter. If you have any questions, once you view these videos, hit me up. I'm here to answer any questions. I want to work with some people that are on a path that they want to be successful, and you are ready to make money in your sleep. This is Torian Wallace, and to your success. Thanks. Take care.
The time is now. On everything. Took my heart away from money. I ain't interested in fame, and I pray that never change. Ambition is priceless. It's something